Hey man, Jahan Dotson said he wants all the smoke with the Commanders. Cooper DeJean gives us his preseason debut. The Philadelphia Eagles preseason comes to an end, and I gotta be brutally honest about it, especially pertaining to Nick Sirianni's philosophy on guys not playing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Yo, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let y'all know this video was brought to you by Print Champs, big Print Champs in the building. You know what I'm saying? Powered by Bet US. Make sure you tap in with big Print Champs. Get your Hurt Season version 2 hats. This is a version 1 on my head. I got version 1s available as well. Go get this, the OG right here. This is the one that started it all. But go get you your Hurt Season version 2 hat. You know what I mean? With that purchase of the version 2 hat, you know that come with a t-shirt, 3 choices, 50% off, everything, ski mask, how he's on sale, how we continue to make moves for the franchise. But you know, that's neither here nor there, man. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it funky. I got to keep it 100, 1,000, a bean, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm going to give y'all a disclaimer. I am a content creator for my favorite sports team of all time. The Eagles are my favorite sports team ever. Don't put no Sixers, no Phillies, no none of that. The Eagles are the first thing I think of when I think of sports. I do this 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a yes man. I'm not a yes man. I'm a content creator for my favorite sports team. I want the team to succeed. I want the team to win. I want the team to be the best version of themselves heading into this Packers game. And I would be surprised, to be honest, if the team didn't start slow. I would be surprised because the philosophy, I believe, is soft. Is of a timid mindset. The philosophy, it is deeply rooted. You know, we got a crazy roster, but the philosophy is rooted in timidness. It's rooted in, you know what I mean, bubble wrapping key guys. It's rooted in fear, and I don't like that, man. So I believe that Nick Sirianni should have made a call to give some of these guys, some of these starters on the offensive side of the ball, some of our marquee guys should have been able to go out there and get some sort of contact during the postseason. Nobody is above playing in the postseason because those things get you ready to take contact hits and be in contact situations, you know what I mean, when the season kick off. So this is what Nick Sirianni had to say about guys getting time or the lack thereof.
What led to that decision?
Yeah. Again, you always take everything into account of how many reps you got. You know, I'd say this week we had two. You know, we didn't have a joint practice this week, but we had 2 joint practices, 2 inter squad practices that were scrimmages, and again, everything up front is live. The only thing that's not live is the tackling to the ground. So the receivers are live except for they're not getting tackled. Everything is completely live. And so we felt like the work that we got in the joint practice versus the Patriots, the inter squad that we had at the stadium prior to our first preseason games, and then the 2 inter squads scrimmages that we had, you know, was our work for the ones, and that's why we decided that way, to go that way. And I get it. That's everybody's job is to say, what if should they have played? Should they not have played? You know what? I have to make the decision, and I get that. I understand that. I have to make the decision that I feel is best for our team, and if I feel our team is ready, and I felt like we were getting a lot of good back and forth. Again, hard practices out there for 2 hours. You know, which has been more than what we've been, and so I felt like we got enough work to be ready to go, and I'm comfortable where we are leading into this week, into this upcoming, I guess, couple days before we get into the.
So that's Nick Sirianni's thought process. Listen, I've never been a head coach in no football team, but I believe in muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? I believe in muscle memory. When we used to go to the range in the military, man, you know your weapon because you use your weapon. You know what I'm saying? Bubble wrapping these guys and expecting these guys to come out. Jordan Love played in preseason. Jordan Love threw picks. Jordan Love looked awful. You know what I mean? But Jordan Love know what he got to tighten up in game time speed. You see what I'm saying? The defense The backup unit didn't do a good job of tackling in the postseason. So I can't even really expect the starters to do a good job of tackling in the postseason. I can't expect it for real, for real. I can't, man. I can't. And to think that the starters had tough practices and tough joint practices, and that's enough to say that they are ready. Even the tough practice, you know what I mean? Nick Sirianni is saying the wide receivers ain't getting tackled. Our team is not allowed to tackle the ones. So tackling is going to be new to them in a must-win game in Brazil. Tackling is going to be foreign to this team. I don't like the mindset. I don't like the philosophy behind that, and I don't like the idea of it. The Packers have Josh Jacobs. You got to gang tackle Josh Jacobs. And we already are just learning how to tackle or getting used to taking contact week one. In my opinion, that's equivalent to going out there and exercising without stretching. I honestly think, I don't know if this is scientifically proven. I think it boosts the risk of injury. You know what I mean? Guys not being used to taking that type of pressure or stuff, whatever the case may be. But I don't like it, man. I think the philosophy got to change in the future. I think guys got to get some reps in the post. Tom Brady used to play in the postseason, man. We ain't got no Tom Brady's on this roster, bro. Them guys should have went out there and got some smoke. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of postseason, man, I got to keep it real, man. I got to keep it real. Listen, a lot was riding on the development of Nolan Smith this year. A lot was riding on the development of Nolan Smith this year. Nolan Smith got a lot of snaps in preseason. And Nolan Smith does not look ready to contribute to the loss that we took by not retaining Hassan Reddick. He don't look ready to contribute to that loss. He don't. Nolan Smith has really been out here the whole preseason getting blocked by fifth string guards just playing tackle just to get some preseason reps, to get some tape on film, for real, for real. You know what I mean? He's been non-existent. Like for real, let's think about it in this aspect. When you go out there as a first round pick, you got to be jumping off the radar. There got to be some things that you do to say, damn, there go Nolan. There go Nolan. Nolan Smith name don't really get called in preseason until the second half. That's when the reserves come in. But Nolan Smith is still out there trying to get some reps. Nolan Smith is raw chicken, salmonella. Yes, sir. Are you looking for a new sports book this football season? BetUS is the answer. Fastest payouts in the industry, 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. Also, 200% crypto deposit bonus. Fast and easy deposit. Withdrawal process A1. Check out my BetUS link in the description. You know what I mean? 24/7 personalized service, 365 days a year. Live wagering on all major games, all major sports. Best betting variety in the business. Get 10% back on your net loss twice a year, because who is doing that? Did you know BetUS can give you your very own personalized account manager? As soon as you set up their account, they're going to be ringing your phone asking how may they serve you. Again, 125% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first 3 deposits. 200% crypto deposit bonus. I mean, how many more times can I say it? Fast and easy deposit, withdrawal. It's A1. Fastest payouts in the industry, man. Make sure you tap in. Use my link in the description. Use my link pinned in this message and get you some money. Lord Brunson approved. Salmonella. And I'm just keeping it a bean. You know what I mean? Salmonella. That's Nolan Smith's name right now. And he ain't ready, bro. He ain't ready. I think we felt a little better parting ways with Hassan Reddick and not paying Hassan Reddick what he wanted, because we thought Nolan Smith would be a little further in his development. Jalen Hunt needs some of them snaps. You know what I mean? If the Philadelphia Eagles come out there and try to give Nolan Smith more snaps than Jalen Hunt based upon where he was drafted at, then I have a hard time believing that that's a coach's decision. Jalen Hunt deserves way more snaps than Nolan Smith right now. It just is what it is. And people are trying to justify how I feel about the situation by saying things like, well, Nolan Smith ain't starting. He should be starting. He should be starting, bro. We let Josh Sweat test free agency. Do y'all know how bad of a situation we could be in if somebody would have paid Josh Sweat? If Josh Sweat ain't come here for a team-friendly prove-it deal, in my opinion, do you know how bad of a situation we would really be in? We lucky that nobody didn't really grab Josh Sweat from up under us, man, because that's what really should have happened, because Sweat is a good edge rusher in the National Football League. He's a good edge rusher. I don't know if Howie Roseman going to make a move at defensive end, but I think you need some depth there because Nolan Smith just ain't ready to contribute. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no hate. I'm not giving up on Nolan Smith, but these are the brutal, honest facts from what I saw in preseason. The brutal, honest facts from what I saw in preseason. You know what I mean? Jahan Dotson out here taking it personal. Jahan Dotson out here taking it personal, as he should, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He said nothing's personal until he see the Commanders. And he got smoke for the Commanders, man. He got smoke for the Commanders, and he very well should have smoke for the Commanders, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This video is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you tap in. It's good for your health.